Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get this started immediately. We're going to get right down to work and get it going with an oracle card. Shuffle it up one time and see what's up for the lovely Piscean people out there. I hope you're all fantastic, my friends. But my guides, talk to me. What do we got for Pisces? And yeah, we're just going to start off real quick with this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always find intriguing to say the least. Let's get it going. What do we got for Pisces here, please? Oh my God, thank you. Oh, Lady Luck, Pisces, that is a really good way to start regardless of what shows up in this reading. Starting a reading with Lady Luck is always an extremely positive omen here. So we're going to talk about here because there's some layers we need to pull back. Before we do though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, it needs some enlightenment, my friends. Let's get into the reading though. Thank you kindly. We have Lady Luck, which is beautiful. Very similar to the Wheel of Fortune when I see this card. You see the different symbols on there. We have the slot machine, the four-leaf clovers, the little gambling paraphernalia. So when I see this, hey, maybe you're wanting to try your luck. Maybe you want to do a little bit of gambling, lay some bets out there. Okay, I'm not judging, right? I live in a state where all that stuff's legal. But when I see Lady Luck, it is telling me that something could swing in your direction. Some sort of stroke of fate, stroke of luck. Luck could be on your side. Even if the reading itself this week is a little dicey, this tells me everything will be okay. Also similar to the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck, right? So yeah, I can speak about karma, karmic cycles, stuff like that. But I just believe at the front end of a reading, when we get Lady Luck, it's a very positive omen. So let's get into tarot now. We're going to shuffle it up one time here and see what we got for you using the lovely vice versa. So what's up with Pisces here, my gods? Talk to me. Early September. I'll get you these first three out here. So yeah, last week's reading was positive. It was titled An Explosive Victory. So hopefully something went your way. Explosive means it's very quick, very fast. So obviously not every Pisces in the world. You only take these how they hit for you. But the last few weeks have been very positive overall for Pisces. Okay, so we're going to hope to continue that. You know I'm an optimistic reader. As always, though, nothing's ever set in stone. So you only take these how they hit for you, my friends. Let's get three out here, because these could be other people in your sphere. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords in position number one. Interesting, because that same card in that same position showed up for the Cancerian reading. Let's get two more. Let's see what we got. Thank you. We got the World card, cycles. Okay, similar to that Lady Luck when I was speaking about the Wheel of Fortune, the cycles of life. It could also be karmic in nature. We're going to keep it going here. Just straighten these cards out. Let's get one more out here for Pisces. Yeah, this is going to be an intriguing one, my friends. Okay, we do have the Two of Wands, that plan-based card. It's very, some of you might feel like you're starting over, you're like just getting into some sort of new cycle. I'd say that seems okay at first glance, but there's going to be some things we need to speak about here, Pisces. Let's go through it real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So we do have a serious, stern energy right up front with the Queen of Swords. Now, some of you might be linked to an air sign here, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's a powerful energy. It could also represent older feminine figures in your life. But when I see the Queen of Swords, she is shrewd, stern, no BS, no nonsense, very honest and straightforward, okay? And like I always say, she could represent serious issues or situations depending on what shows up behind it. This is a no BS type of energy. It could also represent somebody who's a little bit cold or a little bit calculated when we're looking at her rougher aspects. Now, moving to the center, one of the most in-depth cards in the whole entire tarot deck, we have the World, okay? This could represent the ending of a journey, the ending of a cycle. So we could be looking at some sort of ending here. It could be an ending into a new beginning, that transformative type of energy. This could represent the karmic cycles of life when we see this card. There's just so many different themes. There's archangels that could represent spiritual protection. But when I see the World, I also think of world events. There might be things going on in the world today that have your attention glued and locked to it. Or there could be someone you're linked to where that's like all they're thinking about is like what's happening in the world today. We'll see though, because it could easily just be the ending of some sort of cycle. All right, we really need to clarify that card in particular. Now, moving to the back end, we do have a card of planning. We have the Two of Wands. Now, this card can be somebody who's at a crossroads in their life. Do I go left? Do I go right? All twos in tarot represent decisions, choices, partnerships. Okay, so you might be highlighting those areas of your life right now. But this one is a bit strategic. It could also represent distance and travel, things like that. But the Two of Wands to me is very strategic in nature, planning for the future, the next steps. Okay, so whether that's you or somebody else trying to hatch some sort of plan, I've been seeing that in the collectives this week. So we're going to want to dive deeper on all of this, Pisces. Let's do that right now. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Piscean people, please. Yeah, it could easily just be karmic, though, especially with like Lady Luck in the beginning, now the World in the center. Let's see what's up. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Queen of Swords and see what's up for Pisces. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Pisces, you could just drop it down below. I don't mind. So let's go in on this Queen of Swords. Why is she here? Why is that Queen of Swords here? Thank you. All right. Emperor in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, this is somebody conceding control, like conceding control of something. Like saying, like, you know what? I don't want to deal with it no more. You deal with it. It's like one of those types of vibes. All right, so do with that what you will, my friends. But that's just a vibe I'm picking up front here. I don't want to say it's the energy of somebody wanting to give up on something, but it's like, you know what? I've put enough into this already. You do it now. It's like kind of one of those. So, I mean, do with that what you will. The Emperor is a control type of energy, so him showing up in reverse is somebody relinquishing control or giving up. And with the World here, we might be seeing some sort of cycle coming to a close for sure with this Queen of Swords. Now, these are two very powerful energies, right? We have the divine masculine, the divine feminine. They're very stern, they're very serious. So some of you might be going through some serious issues in this time when we have this, okay? So we're going to keep moving. It could be serious situations or serious issues cropping up, but I do get the vibe of somebody conceding. All right, so let's go in on the World. I'm not going to tell you, like, if that is something you're going through. I'm not going to tell you if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know what every single Pisces is going through. You might be tempted to give up on something in this time. Let's go in on this World card. Why is the World here for Pisces? Thank you. Eight of Wands. That's not my favorite type of energy. All right, like, and the first thing that's popping into my head is like, you know what, this conversation's over. Like, we're not talking about this no more. The conversation's over. That's final. Decision has been made. And for another portion of you, yeah, it could be the news of something ending here. Okay, I'm not trying to scare. I'm not trying to be ominous or anything like that. There's so many different cycles of life, right? Like there's work things, there's personal things. There could be something coming to a close or something that has recently come to a close. And this is like case shut, final, not speaking about it no more. And once again, I'm going back to the World issues that somebody could be just like honed in on them like crazy when we have this. So just watch out. Like what's going on in the world today might be affecting someone very close to you, or even you to a more extended type of energy than it normally does. So we're going to keep moving over to that Two of Wands and see what's up. I'm knocking these cards all out of place here. What's going on? All right, yeah, lots of fire here too, like with the Emperor, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands. It fits with the explosive energy we saw last week, but let's see what's up with that too. Yeah, I would beware of some sort of ending here, Pisces. Nothing to be afraid about though, right? It's all about the natural cycles of life. Okay. Yeah. Two of Wands with the Eight of Cups in reverse here. Now, we are using the vice versa tarot. I just have to point out that we do have repeating eights in this spread, so watch out for the angel number 8 and repeating numbers, synchronicity, stuff like that. And in this deck, there's the front, then there's the back. We got the back here. Okay, so some of you could be trying to avoid, like, making the same mistake here? This is like really interesting. All right, so what this ending is in the beginning, it could most definitely have happened already, but in this time you might be trying to avoid a catastrophe or avoid a mistake that may have already happened. The Eight of Cups is usually something that's planted, not moving, not going nowhere. So with the Two of Wands, a lot of you could be in a big planning phase right now of life, your future, the next year. You could be setting a 5-year plan as well. But I get the vibe of somebody who is like really not trying to mess around, make any mistakes, make the same mistakes over again. Okay, so whether that's you or somebody else, let's go through and do a quick little recap here, because this is an interesting one. It doesn't all have to be your energy. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Queen of Swords with the Emperor in reverse right here. Now, to me, the first thing I was feeling is somebody conceding control of something, like, you know, I put enough into this, you take care of it now. Or like, yeah, kind of like the energy of giving up. So don't be tempted. I mean, it depends on what it is, right? But you might be tempted to give up on something in this time. It could also represent serious issues, serious situations that you might just not have the patience or the spoons for it. You might just be like, all right, whatever. In the center, we have the World with the Eight of Wands. To me, this could be news of an ending of some sort. So just beware of that. There could be some sort of ending coming in and you could catch news of it. Another portion of you, this could be someone that you are connected to that is extremely affected by world events in this day and age in the coming days, okay? So just know that. If not yourself, that energy could be affecting you on a very deep level. On the back end, though, we have the Two of Wands with the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? Committed to a plan, committed to not make the same mistakes. A lot of you could be trying to enforce a 5-year plan or the next year plan, or trying to envision yourself where you want to be, where you want to go. And I would say that's a good thing. Also, like I mentioned, be aware of the repeating numbers, signs, synchronicities from spirit. They might be trying to guide you. Let's get you a shadow card here. So what's in the shadows here for the Piscean people, please? We're going to shuffle it up one time for you. We're using the Shadowland Tarot, and I love to end off every reading with these. So what's in the shadows for Pisces? My God, talk to me. Okay, so you just do with this card what you will. Thank you. All right, yeah, we do have the Queen of Cups. That is one of your power cards, Pisces. So self-worth could be a big thing in this time. Expressing your emotions, expressing your feelings could also be a big thing in this time when we have the Queen of Cups. This could be hang-ups in regards to a mother figure as well. So just know that. Like, there could be something in your shadow side or subconscious that's linked to a mother figure. But when I see her dark side isn't the loving and nurturing and caring. This is emotional suppression. So in this time, you're really going to want to speak your truth, speak your emotions here when we have the Queen of Cups. She's not a very complicated shadow card because generally she is extremely positive and lovely. Okay, so just know in this time, if you're feeling things extra strong, do not suppress. Speak your truth, okay? So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Vice Versa Tarot. This is the deck that I'm using in all the readings for September. So if you'd like to get your name in, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite use for tarot? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month going into October, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you. And I'll see you next time.